you have it, man. A draw. Look, I'm not going to lie. I thought we'd lose the game. A lot of Man United fans thought we'd lose the game. A lot of football fans thought we'd lose the game. And it just proves what can happen in derby matches. And that's probably the reason why Liverpool fans themselves were very cagey going into this game, knowing that they should pam us 3, 4, 5-0. But it just doesn't always go like that in derby games. I didn't mind the formation. I know a lot of people said it was negative. A lot of people said it was defensive. But if you look at it in the first half, we stifled Liverpool. We did stifle Liverpool. The energy was good. I thought the application of the formation was good. I loved what Pereira was doing in there behind the two strikers in James and Rashford. And we frustrated Liverpool for large parts. But it wasn't amazing. Do you know what I mean? I think it was more the occasion. Old Trafford was rocking. We had the 12th man in the crowd. From minute one right to the end. And I think that what we saw was a team that kind of did a default in raising their performance because it's Liverpool and it's the biggest game of the season. Similar to last year as well, when we looked like sitting ducks, 3 players off before half-time, and we still found a way. Liverpool weren't at their blistering best today, which is partly to do with how we hurried them and how we played. But again, I think they've got maybe a little mental block. But on us, Daniel James, I thought, was a threat. We was clearly playing on a counter-attack. The first sort of 5-10 minutes, we got after them and the crowd got up. And then midway through the first half, kind of just before we scored, to be fair, Liverpool started to get comfortable. And on a different day, look, Firmino could have taken his chance when he was through. He doesn't normally, I'm not going to say miss them, but normally he would put those away. And then we get the goal, and the goal comes from a good counter-attack. And I was thinking, I'm not going to get sucked in. There's been so much VAR controversy across this weekend that I thought, I'm waiting. I am waiting, and I knew they were going to check it because the way Origi went down, I just thought, I don't know, that looks a bit dodgy. But what I did like about the goal was the directness of Dan James, and he hasn't been getting the best rub of the green in the last sort of 3 or 4 games, but he's after his good start to the season. But he showed what he brings to us, and he was direct and he picked out the right ball. Rashford for the movement as well. He came forward and then he checked back and he lost Matip, and that's what we want to see. That's the sort of Marcus Rashford we want to see. I have to say, I thought Rashford had a decent game today. I really do. I thought he put it about a lot. There was another time in the first half where I think Pereira got a left foot shot off, and it was as a consequence of Rashford kind of just giving Van Dijk a hard time and just being a pest. And I thought that worked. I think the fact that we went with the legs as a 2 up front with James and Rashford, I thought that worked. And you know what? I've been Marcus Rashford's biggest critic this season in terms of how he's been playing. Today I thought he was better, and he obviously took his goal well. Then the second half comes, and it's like I'm sitting there at half time and I'm like, it's the same thing that happened against Arsenal. We're going 1-0 up. Actually, sorry, just before that, the goal that Liverpool scored that got rightly disallowed for offside. I saw Ashley Young for handball. Sorry, not offside. Yeah, right, handball. I saw Ashley Young going mad once the VAR decision had not given the goal, rightly so, saying how did he get into that position? And when I watched it back at half time, it's like Lindelof got bullied. He got bullied by Mane. And that was a situation we shouldn't have been in, considering we were so comfortable. So there were a couple of warning signs there that Liverpool were going to up the ante, and you knew they wasn't going to play as badly as they did in the first half. In the second half, it keeps happening. I don't know what happens at half-time. I don't know what's said. Second half, it wasn't good, was it? Second half, it wasn't. First half was all right.
We're closing down. Shit, second half.
There you go. And that's exactly what we're saying. Everyone around me was basically saying, where's the urgency gone? Where's the pressing? Why are we allowing Liverpool to come on to us? And fair play, you can understand that a team's played poorly in the first half, as Liverpool did, and that you're going to have to soak up a little bit of pressure. But it wasn't like we were completely comfortable with that and looking to pounce in good situation. It was like we were just happy to just sit. And then I think Ollie became scared because the changes came so late. But I think he's looking at it like, when Martial's been out, is he going to give me as much running as Dan James is doing right now? Is he going to give me as much running as Rashford? Mason Greenwood just signed his new deal, but he didn't fancy him. He hasn't fancied him in a lot of games, especially from the start. So I think Ollie got scared there, and we reverted into a shell. We reverted into tactics that just didn't work. And for me, the writing was on the wall. Not necessarily Liverpool banging down the door, but I just thought it'd be typical us. The way it's gone this season, you could see it happening. The changes that Liverpool made, bringing on Oxlade-Chamberlain, bringing on Lallana, those changes helped them. Where I feel we left our changes to way too late, and the players just died in fitness, they died in endeavour, they died in intensity, and inevitably the goal came. And then after they scored, 5 minutes left on the board, we were worried. Liverpool was starting to come onto us. Oxlade-Chamberlain had a shot as well with his left foot that he dragged wide. I think Trent had one, Alexander-Arnold, over the bar. And we just didn't really create in the second half. We were just looking to counter-attack. So there wasn't really anything different in that game. You can say that the intensity was there and they fought, but it's against Liverpool at home, at Old Trafford. So that is a default reaction, and it proves even in the years that we've been playing Liverpool in the Premier League, that's why these results happen. There's been some very, very poor Liverpool sides when we've dominated them, but we've gone to Anfield and we've lost or we've drawn, because in derby games the form does go out the window, and that's what we saw. I haven't heard what Jurgen Klopp's had to say afterwards already, but he won't be happy with Liverpool's performance. They can't put us to the sword for another year. I think Ollie will be happy with the performance. I haven't seen it, but I bet he would say things along the lines of, we were unlucky not to win today. I didn't see that as unlucky. I saw that as fading in a game, wilting in a game, and again, being in a winning position and not being able to go on and kick on and put a team to the sword and kill them off. We cannot do it for the life of us. The biggest thing, all right, great. We thought we were going to lose 3 or 4-0. We're not going to be embarrassing and start celebrating a draw, especially from a winning position. Absolutely not. But the biggest thing is next week, Norwich away. There's 2 sides to Norwich. They can go hell for leather. They beat Man City there, so that just shows what they could be like. Then they took a heavy defeat to Aston Villa only a couple of weeks after, and they're down there. Look, it's not going to be like that. We're not going to be able to put 5 at the back and try and soak up pressure. The onus is going to be on us to take the game to Norwich. And can we do that? Can we create chances? Can we have sustained periods of patterns of play? Because I tell you what, Norwich ain't going to be scared of us. No one's scared of us right now, and why should they be? So for me, the next Premier League game is Norwich. Look, Partizan away. I've actually looked, it's quite warm out there. I thought it was going to be freezing. There's me thinking the North Face jacket's got to come out, the woolly hat, and it's like 26 degrees, which is probably a good thing. So I'm looking forward to that. But on the game, look, I think we just need to go there, and it's important that we just don't lose. We really want to win the game, because we need a win of some sort, because wins, I've literally forgotten what it feels like. When's the last time we won a game? Leicester, that's the last time we won a game. So that feels like ages ago. I don't even know what it feels like. So it'd be great to get a win out there. But like I said with the AZ game, in the context of the game, away from home in the Europa League, just don't lose and then win your home games. But I want to see Martial get some minutes. One thing I didn't like what Ollie did today, I have to say, is although the changes came too late, which is a criticism in itself, I think that when he did make the change, he changed the shape. What he did do was he left Martial up front, isolated on his own, and then he went with, I think, James on the left and Pereira out on the right. I don't know why we did that, and then we had McTominay and Fred across there. I thought McTominay, his energy was good again, but I think the game started passing him by. Fred, people saying Fred had a really good game. I didn't see it. I thought his energy was good. I thought the fact that he was giving the ball away or it wasn't quite coming off. I respect him for keeping on going. He was like, look, I'm having a bad game, but I'm still going to put it about. I'm going to make some fouls, some interceptions as well. I rated that, but I didn't see him having a great game. I thought Pereira was a stand-up player for me. I thought he was all over the park today. And Dan James, man, that guy, he was running himself into the ground, probably a little bit too much. The poor kid, it was like, well, if we don't have you, mate, you're giving us that intensity and a fantastic ball across the front for Rashford's goal. And again, like I said at the beginning of this match reaction, I have to say, Rashford, you know what, to be fair, we've been his biggest critics, but I thought he did a lot better today. He wasn't fantastic, but he did well, and he took his goal well. It's just a shame that collectively we didn't go on to kill the game. I thought Ashley Young, to be fair, in the first half was really good. I thought I say really good. Yeah, no, I'm going to give him props. I thought he was really good. Because you know what it is with Ashley Young, it's like, oh, you don't want to praise him, you don't want to say this. At the end of the day, he was right in front of me in that first half as left wing back, and he used his head. I think he used his experience a lot, winning fouls in the right positions at the right time, trying to play forward passes where he could. Wilted slowly in the second half with the rest of the team. But like I said, look, I'm all for criticising the players if they're not playing well. But if I do see players playing well, I'm going to say it. And I thought Ashley Young did it right. And at the back in the first half, we were fairly comfortable for large parts. But it's the same old problems with the team. I think if you take the emotion out of this was no different to any of the other performances. I think we were just more up for it because it was Liverpool. It's as simple as that. We saw the same problems in terms of nicking a goal, all right, fair play, but then we can't go on from there. We couldn't create more chances. We couldn't kill off the team that was in front of us, and we allowed them back onto us. Common theme. I'm signing off. It's absolutely freezing here. I've heard it's warmer in Partizan. I heard it's like 25, 26. It better stay like that. Liverpool fans, you still couldn't beat us. And to be fair, the rival fans who had all videos prepared for us wanted United stand and chill. I'm clutching at straws for positivity. Yes, I am. I'm not celebrating that, but at least you can have a day off. You all thought it would be a laughing stock, getting pammed 3, 4, 5, 6-0. Have a day off, yeah? You didn't get your last laugh in today. There'll be more laughs along the season because we're not very good. I get that. But it didn't come today. That's all I'm taking. Peace. Big thank you to you guys for watching the latest of our videos. And if you want to check out more, make sure you do that just to the right of me. We are the biggest and best Manchester United channel in the world. Make sure you check us out on all of the socials as well. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. The socials are along the bottom. Peace.